Hi everyone, this video is about St Pancras Old Church in London. I'll start with some bits of history I found interesting, and then I'll move on to some intuitive messages I've got from the site. I've made 3 visits here over the past year just to try and learn about and understand the site. So, to start off with some history, it is dedicated to the Roman martyr St Pancras, who is the patron saint of children, jobs, health, and truthfulness. St Pancras died at the age of 14 for refusing to deny his Christian faith. And his name is also invoked against cramps, false witnesses, headaches, and perjury, which is willingly telling a lie under oath. So truth is a key theme here. It's reported to be one of the oldest sites of Christian worship in England since AD 314. And it was next to the River Fleet. Well, it still is, but most of the River Fleet is underground now. There may have been a Roman camp here with a shrine on the hill that the church is on, which was later converted to Christian use. So the current church was restored in 1847 and 1888. There are some interesting graves in the churchyard. There's John Soane, Mary Shelley, and Johann Christian Bach. It's also mentioned in Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities as a site of body snatching. Another thing to see there is the Thomas Hardy tree. So Thomas Hardy, the author, was involved in excavating part of the graveyard due to the construction of St Pancras Station in the 1860s. The Beatles were also photographed in the churchyard in 1968. And this site and a lot of places in the surrounding area are mentioned in the Bryant and May detective series by Christopher Fowler. I did read that recently and it made me want to go back to the church and find out more about it. So this area was a rural parish, but the area became an industrial area. And this was firstly in the early 1860s when the Regent's Canal was dug through the St Pancras field. And then in the 1830s, demolition began for the 3 nearby stations, Euston, King's Cross, and St Pancras. So, on to my intuitive message from the site. First, as I mentioned, is truth. This place will reveal truths to you that you may not yet realize or feel ready to hear, but it will be for your benefit, so trust that. It's also a place to clear your aura and any attachments, and you can also do this with connecting with the site through these pictures on the screen. These are all photos, well, the 2, 3, and 4. They're photos that I took on my visits there. So just imagine light sweeping over you, removing anything that you don't need, and leaving clarity. Another theme is it's a place to have new ideas or realizations. I also got a sense that this place felt quite heavy with the baggage of its history, but that this can be cut through very incisively to get to the pure spirit of the place. And in a similar way, if you come here carrying lots of mental and emotional heavy baggage which feels overwhelming, you can ask for help to put this down or aside and release it so you can have more clarity. So it's a good place to just imagine pushing these things blocking you aside to give space for new thoughts and realizations. I also got a sense here of being asked, are you really ready to see what I can show you? And if not, it's okay to say no, or it's okay to say not yet. And to link back to St Pancras, there's a strong sense here of having faith and trust in yourself, and also standing up for your truth and speaking and sharing it. So that is St Pancras Old Church. Thank you for listening.